work while I was not on stream here to figure a couple things out, and I've got a couple of things figured out. Last time, where I was having trouble was figuring out weight painting for these meshes. What I figured out is that for one thing, you need to really be in layout mode. That really helps. Oh, it looks like my weight paintings got messed up, but I'll just redo this really quick to show you. So what you need to do is when you weight paint, you have to weight paint the vertexes. Whoops. So got to hit each of these little points here, and that's how the weight painting gets applied. It looks like you can also weight paint on the faces, but that doesn't seem to work as well for me. The vertexes just kind of work and make sense, so that's how I've been doing that. Well, I guess I'll do this weight painting later. I had this all done, but what I ended up doing then, once I got the weight painting working, I was also able to set up a new skeleton. So what I was able to do is set up a thing called inverse kinematics. So previously I just had, boring bones that I just move manually. It wasn't great. But now I've got these bones here where if I move them, the knee will bend, very much like a knee in real life, and it will move the foot. So with this way, I can move things in a much smoother way. And so what I was able to do, so I've got this idle animation set up, which is pretty slow. I should probably speed that up. And then I've also got, is this not the right? So I had another animation set up here, and this animation had a name of idle. Where did all that go? So let's see, maybe it's in this other, maybe for some reason I have, yeah, here we go. So then I also have figured out the action editor, so you can have an idle animation. This animation also, it's a little bit longer than it needs to be, because in the middle of it, I'm blinking his eyes, which just gives it a little bit more realness to it, I think. And then I've got this run animation, which is pretty garbage, but doesn't look like they saved, though. That's unfortunate. Which is okay. So what I can do, select all. Okay, I see what's going on here. So it looks like both the idle and the run have the same animation time frame, which is actually fine, because this way I can make this faster, and I want to do that anyway. Yeah, there you go. Now he's really idling. It's terribly running. Beautiful, beautiful, perfect. So I got those working. I got the inverse kinematics working. And then I was able to import them into here, so that when we, I'll delete this for now, just not ruin that surprise. So we can't see it, but when we start here, oops, oh, I've got the camera in the wrong place. Let's move our camera right down on top of our Bomberman. So you can see he's got his idle animation working. I haven't yet set up his run animation. I might do that on the stream because I do have it here. And then another thing we got done since last time I streamed is one of my more favorite things, which is I figured out how to get these blocks working how I wanted. What I can do now is I can drop a bomb in here. Let's try and get it, you know, centered. There we go. So as you see, after 1 second, it blew up. It sends out a beam in 4 directions, which so I had it blowing up radially, but that would be taking out the blocks at the side, and that's not how Bomberman works. So instead, what I have it doing is just blowing up anything it hits. It applies damage to, and these bricks, if damage gets applied to them, they will explode. And this is actually, I don't know if it's fully physics-based, but it's not an animation. The way I was able to build this was by creating a destructible mesh. So this destructible mesh here is actually a mesh. I took the assets that I used to make the single static block that looks like this, and then I was able to export that as individual bricks rather than as a single mesh. Those individual bricks exported was able to import here through FBX chunks, and then it just set those chunks up as our chunks here, which allows them to be exploded. And the way I am having that work is basically right now, basically all I have is as soon as a bomb enters the game, it starts a timer for however long the life of the bomb is. I just have it 1 second now. Maybe we'll turn that up to 3. And so it says we're going to run the explode function. The explode function, see up here, this fire impulse sets out a radial burst. You can also do apply damage radially. And those would be great in normal games, but in Bomberman, that's not really going to work, unfortunately. And so what I ended up doing was creating, playing the 2D sound of the explosion, destroying the actor, but then also I'm getting the 4 paths I want. And to get the 4 paths, I take the actor, the bomb, the actor's forward vector, and its radius for how far it will go, and I pass it into this path explosion function, and then I flip that vector, which basically gives me the X forward and X backwards vector, and this gives down here gives me the right vector and the left vector, and I pass those into path explosion. Our path explosion just does a line trace from the bomb to down the path that it's sent in, and I take the hit result from this line trace, if there is a hit result, and apply point damage to the hit actor, which reminds me I should probably do a branching hit here, because it probably just shouldn't do anything. I think it works fine without having that branch, but now we know it has to actually hit something before damages are applied. I've tried playing with a bunch of different ways of having this damage be applied and get the blocks breaking how I want. And although I really love this effect, I think that effect is super cool. I'm really hoping it doesn't affect gameplay. And actually, now that I think about it, what happens when you are right? What happens when a Bomberman is right there? I haven't done this yet. Okay, yeah. So I have the brick set not to collide with anything, which I might be able to re-enable some types of collision, because the reason I had the collision turned off for some things is that when they were exploding, they would break the bricks around them. So one bomb like this would be blowing up all the bombs next to it, and these bricks would land like way over here and blow up these bricks. So now I've got it so that they don't take damage from impact or bricks flying into them, which is really nice. So, and I think the force here is being applied pretty well. It's being applied in a pretty good direction. It looks pretty nice. Whee, that's just so fun. So, yeah, so it made some decent progress over the last couple of days. Now what do I do? So, possibly what I need to do is I should either set up his run animation, which let's go in there. Bomberman. So I've got here in Bomberman, I've got an animation blueprint set up, and in this blueprint, in this blend space, I've got way up here, like I've got running. This running animation all set up, but it is it's not. I'm not yet sending in the information necessary to actually move someone forward. So what I need to do is to pass in so what we have here is we have rotation, and we have, so left right is our rotation from negative 180 to positive 180, and then here's 0 rotation facing forward. And then we have from 0 to 600, as I have 600 as the maximum walking speed. That might change. And so what I really need to pass in here is, I think I'll just leave 0 in for now. Or actually, you know what? I think what I can do is in this event graph, try get pawn owner. So what maybe I can do here is I can set owner I'll just call it owner rotation, and maybe owner velocity. And so then what maybe I can do is I can set, so get rotation, get control rotation. Is that what I want? I wonder if I want to get actor rotation. Get actor rotation. I think I can split struct pane. I really just need the Z for our rotation, because it's really only the Z rotation that is concerning to me. And then velocity. Let's see. I wonder if I'm able to get the velocity. So I'm actually not sure what this is going to output for us. So let's figure out what this does. This is just debugging right now to try to figure out what is getting passed here. An anim graph, get owner rotation, get owner velocity. Oops. Get, so all right, so sweet. So what you can see happened here is that when I put the owner velocity to 600, he started running. Put that velocity to 0, he's not running. So that's really the most important one. Our radius rotation actually doesn't do anything, and it's not working right now anyway, so I gotta figure that one out later. Close Blender for now. I think it might be giving me some slowness. All right, so what I'm going to do here, yeah, let's see what this does. Maybe I should color those so I know. So X should be red, Y should be green, Z should be blue. So let's do that. So that's Y. X. So Z will always be 0. Let's see, how fast am I able to run? Yeah, 600. So what I'll just do is okay, so that's greater than 0. That's greater than 0. Or so what we can do is say if either of those so if either of those are true, this is going to return true. And if say if that's true, we'll set U to 600. So we're just going to always have to be full speed for now. And if false, we'll set that to 0. So this is probably not the best way to do this, but this should get us at least checking. Yeah, look at. Oh, okay, going backwards. I wonder if I can get the absolute value here. Absolute. If you are greater than 0, 0. All right, yep. The run is terrible, but it is technically working. So the good thing about it having at least it working is that at a later date I can flesh out the run animation more and just plug it in because we have it working. One thing I'm going to do right now that I wanted to do some time ago is I do not like how the player rotates. I don't like having to rotate them with the mouse. So what I need to do is so this mouse rotation. I think I'm going to create a new function called update keyboard rotation because I don't want to have the mouse involved in his keyboard movement in any way. Let's get rid of some of these things. Don't need them for now. So, update rotation, update keyboard rotation. What I think I can do I need to set control rotation. I need to use and this has to be the player controller. And this rotation is going to be get player controller the last. That's not what I want. So what I want to do is Unreal, get direction of movement. So this is get point owner and get actor rotation. Get actor rotation. I don't know if this is what we want actually. Unreal, get rotation from velocity. So we just need to make rotation from X. Oh, buddy. Oh, man, if this works. Totally does not work at all. So let's check a couple things. X, you need to be red. Y, you need to be green. Always X is red, always Y is green. That helps me. Okay, so I'm getting zeros here. Perfect. Which is fine, because that's what we're seeing. Duplicate those print strings. Thought maybe it's not get player controller, but it's actually get player character I need. I make this mistake before. Let's see if that helped. Oh yeah, sure did. Oh, so now it's totally working. It's exactly how I want it to work. But when I let go, he sets back to 0. So, what I need to do is I need to do a check here on if greater than 0. And, well, I guess or. So, this way we can say if we are moving, if we have a velocity above 0 in our X or Y, then we can update our control rotation. That should not quite right. It's not quite right. Oh yeah, I guess another thing I added was sounds. This is probably going to be exactly the answer I want. In your character movement component of your AI character BP, make sure that the orient rotate to movement option is enabled. Oh god, is that really a thing? What's it called? Orient rotation to movement. Oh man. that did not seem to work. So what is this guy doing? Yeah, that doesn't seem to work for me. If true, rotate the character toward the direction of acceleration using rotation rate. Maybe I need to give the X and Y a rotation rate. Nope. Don't really want to download a project to look at. So let's see what this guy has to say. Alright, this person doesn't have a voice. I'm going back to the update velocity. So much that can be done. Okay, so keyboard rotation. Oh, right. So I did this before. I need to get the absolute values of these things. I literally just made that same mistake not long ago. Moments earlier. So, now. Oh, God, yeah. That's like perfect. Wee! That's my alarm for bedtime. And I'm going to ignore it like I do every night. Okay, so let's see. We got this rotator. The thing is, none of this relies on the keyboard. So I think I might just be able to call this update rotation. I'll unhook you, update mouse rotation, and then for just update rotation. So there we go. So now the same code should work for both the mouse and the controller. Sure does. That's good. That's good. There's something weird about the movement. That's like a glitch I'll have to figure out later. You're moving pretty quick, buddy. I have to turn that movement speed down. I'm also going to update. All right. Okay. Well, so we got the movement. We got the bomb explosions working. I got the sounds added. I got the animation set up. Let's see. What's another key component I think that I can do right now? Whoops. Is exactly this. What I just got an error on, which is to create the user interface. So let's just create a very basic user interface quick. Which is around here somewhere. Widget blueprint. This will just be, I don't know, BP HUD. It's the old HUD. So, how are we going to do this? We need a couple of things. We need time. This is all just very basic, so just getting the stuff laid out so we can hook it up. Time. And we'll make you a font size. Okay, wait. A couple of things. We will keep that anchor. Keep pretty much all of that. But we're going to update the font size, which is here to 48 maybe? Sure, let's do it. That looks pretty good. We can change this later. So then you can be do 3. So that for now. And then hook that up later to an actual countdown timer. And I'm actually also going to make this align justify to the right. I think I prefer that style of counting down. And then what we need to do is we can add, you know what I need to do is I need to make a quick image for our dude. To do that, so I think you can do basically what you can technically do is basically take like a camera and put it like here, and it'll like, then you can display that in your heads up display and see your actual character. But I don't want to do that, so I'm just going to do a really simple weird. Okay, I can never... I know there's a way to not go so fast in Unreal, but I swear that doesn't work for me. So, here, smile for the camera. That's a terrible picture. There we go. So in this UI, we'll just do a new folder of assets where I'll put future stuff. Put my bomber image in there. Delete. Then inside of our HUD, we will add an image. And this image will use the bomber pick. And its size will be 100 by 100. And then we'll add another text. So now what we can do is have a score. Or for some reason you can't seem to duplicate. Can't seem to duplicate stuff here, but you can copy and paste, which is not as good, but I guess it will do. So 2, 3. Whoop, no, score. Image. For image. For score. Beautiful. What a beautiful, beautiful, incredibly beautiful display. Move you guys all up a little bit. And now what I can do is I can connect this, whoops, begin play again, and BP HUD. Oh, owning player. Get to player. I think it's get player character they want here. Okay. I think there we go. Beautiful. It definitely totally fits. No problems whatsoever. Okay. So got the heads-up display. basically lined up. Let's see. Get the sound effects in. Is there any other quick things I want to do tonight? Let's see if I can get this boom to go 2 blocks. Because right now it just goes 1. So sometimes these things will have upgrades. So what? Then it'll blow up blocks 2 down the path. So what we want is to damage radius. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do a couple things. We're going to do a block size of 100. And then that way we can just, what we can do is just take our damage radius and increment it by, in fact, we can just do an integer. So what I'm going to get is a new function, which we get bomb range, which will take our damage radius and it will multiply it into times float. And then we'll just do a return node. Add this return, and we'll call it bomb range. Compile, save, get bomb range. Oh, it's also going to be a pure const function. Oops. So, nothing seems to be broken. So right now, oh, still, okay, all good. Just getting to 1. Still working. I didn't totally break anything. So we just have the 1 radius, but if we go to 2, I wonder if there's a way for our Unreal line trace 2 targets. Multi-line trace by channel. So that looks like what I need. Is not a line trace by channel, but a multi-line trace by channel. Just guess we'll just go there, you go there, and you go there, and you go there, you go there. Okay, so now what we need to do is it looks like this returns an array and not a single hit. So, you know, length greater than length is greater than 0. So if we hit something on a branch, then what we need to do is, if this is true, we need to do a loop. To do a for each loop of the out hits, and loop body is array element hit. So I think then beep, 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 beep. Oh, I think this hit info again. What did I have plugging into hit info before? No, it's just literally the I think I just then pass this array element into hit info. Oh, buddy. Okay, that's fine. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up this line trace to trace for duration of 5 seconds, compile, save. Let's see here. Let's just turn this up a little bit farther. Let's see, hopefully it's not a range issue. Yeah, no, it's not. So, still only getting the 1. And this block, I think I'm going to actually call this block radius. No, maybe damage radius is, because it applies damage. Okay, so print string let's see. Okay, got a print string, and then what we can get the hit actor, get display name, string. So let's see what happens. course I clicked away. So why are you only getting one? T line. Just looking at what this guy did. What a weird thing to do. Why is he doing some of this stuff? Like, he's checking if the actor is the actor. There must be some trick there that I don't know. I mean, the ray index here is basically saying he's limiting it to wait. I think he might have this backwards. I think this should probably say if the index of this is less than 2, because this is only going to hit the people like above 2. It's the only thing setting the impact point. Or wait. Huh, interesting. Alright, so what I'm going to do quick for this is something to try and make my life possibly slightly less difficult, is I'm just going to have the forward X direction blow up. Okay, so now I can just try this one. So I'm not seeing... Let's move this camera up a little ways. A little bit better perspective. Okay, and we're also going to lifetime in seconds. Going to set that back to 1. I don't think I actually need any key pressed anymore. I can take that off. What is happening? Bomb. So, multi-trace by channel. Just one more time, make sure it's... Yeah, so this is definitely going through. Okay, so Unreal multi-line trace stopping at first object. this guy's great. He does this WTF series. He does a lot of good, helpful series. Multi-line trace by object. Interesting. So the channel. So it seems like what I was checking before was the visibility channel. And so what was happening is that because essentially I couldn't see past the first brick, so the visibility was blocked for me. So what we want to do instead, it looks like, is to okay. Oh boy. What do I do now? Pin is invalid. So what you need is the object types, an array of object types. Okay. I don't really want to worry about types. It's really, I mean, it should just hit anything. So what I need to do is instead change this channel. Um, all right, looks like we need to go into projects. So we need to go into project settings, engine, collision, trace channels. Oh, interesting. New object channel. Bomb channel. So now I need to change the channel that this is affected by. And I don't remember exactly how. So block all. Let's see. Collision presets. What does that one do? Okay, so now I've got this possibly overlapping the bomb channel. So what I need to do is get a channel, get trace channel, get custom trace channel blueprint.
Hey, what's up everybody? First time, long time made video, and today we're going to talk about
I hate when
collision
people
channels,
are like so damn
channels and
quiet.
responses, and how you can set those on objects in the scene, as well as give a short tutorial on how to set up a blueprint, how to change response to a channel in the blueprint. I'll go ahead and get started. Let's talk really quick about what collision channel is and what response to that channel is. So I've got here a bunch of objects in a level. None of these blueprints are just objects in a level. I have physics set on all the spheres, and I don't have physics set on all of on these two blocks, but I do have collision set on all of them. So the first thing we talk about here is what a collision channel is and what a collision response is. So a collision channel is what's in this little drop-down object type, and it's grayed out, and you can get to that if you custom, you can change which channel it's on. But I want to.
Okay, you know what? Maybe what I need to do is instead of trace channel, I'll do bomb. So what? Maybe I can do that, and then maybe I can do multi-line trace for objects. Object types are bomb, bomb. So I forget how you get this enum from out of here. So many damn things.
Hey, what's up everybody? I'm going to do another quick how-to. This is part 2 of collision channels. This time we're going to cover custom collision channels. Last time we talked about what a collision channel was, how that corresponded to responses, and so on and so forth. This time we're going to cover custom collision channels, which can be very useful to have on hand. So I've got this nice little setup. These are two different blueprints. We've got red here and blue. They do the exact same thing. They don't use zoom input, which means I can use them both at the same time around. You can see that they fly with the boxes around them. And what we want to do here is, let's say we have our puzzle game. We've got these different colored zones. Green anyway can pass through in our game idea. Blue, only blue can pass through, red only red can pass through. So we're going to set that up so that works. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to go straight into the project settings and down to this collision option here, which covers all of the collision stuff for the whole project. We're going to add a new project channel, and we're going to call it blue. Underneath that, we're going to add another, we're going to call it blue, and we're going to leave the default response equal to these to blocks. That means all of the responses this channel is going to block by default. So we've got those now, and so what we need to do then is go into our blueprint, select our static mesh component, and then set its collision custom to red. And then we need to go into here, go to blue, and then in here we need to, that's fine, and then in red we need to go into here and then set our collision. Red. Save. Save. And then what we're going to
So that doesn't really help.
click on any object in the scene and scroll down, and we can set the response to each of these new channels. So this is green. We want to open.
That's not quite what I'm looking for. It doesn't have to deal with tracing. So multi-line trace on custom channel. So make array, bomb objects. Oh, okay. That might have just been all I needed. It might have been all I needed. Start end. I hear you yelling at how ugly this is, but well, actually, you don't need to be there because you don't need to be there because you don't need to be there because you don't need to be there. Which means we probably don't need you. Okay. So now it did absolutely nothing. Okay, that's okay. Because what we can do is in our destructible, is it in here? Or is it in our block?
Bum bum bum.
So what we need to do is to get these on this bomb channel. Collision presets. Okay, it doesn't look like the traces even went out for the bomb. All right, because I need to duration. Let's try it one more time. For some reason, it's not hitting those. I know I'm like super close. Super close here. Oh, just gonna walk away for 1 second. Okay. So bomb objects. Maybe like another pin for destructible. Maybe there's still. Maybe that will count. Aha! That's at least part of it. So okay, so sweet. So now what we want is just a damage radius of 2. Let's see if that works. Boom. Yes. And now we can connect up our other stuff. Let's see. Before I go for the night, do these both work? Hold on. So, okay, so there's another problem. Okay, so now we have the problem that it is going through blocks. So, these things, these pillar blocks, let's see what we can do. Let's go to their mesh. Let's block all. So, so interesting. So it's going through this block. But you know what I am doing is that each one of these line traces is going through. So what I might be able to do here is say if so this is the actor. So get type object collision Unreal get actor collision type get collision object type get collision object type Bombari. Nope. But I don't want you. I want blueprints. Check collision object type. Get collision response channel. Get collision response channel. Enum to string. Print string. So what I just want to know is, what do I see here? Block, 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 block. Okay. Maybe what I need to do is world static ignore. So that's what I'm checking for, right? Get collision response to channel. It should be in the bomb objects and bomb objects. Should be ignoring the world static. Multi-line trace stop if type. Okay, so let's try another approach. Display name. Let's just get our display name and print it, and let's see what we see. That's like a terrible way to do it. I don't want to do it that way. This collision channel is really the best way. So the thing I know I could do, but I really don't want to do, is I could just have a line trace. I could check that and I could hit. And then what I could do is I could do a recursion. Um, you know, basically, if I hit, then increment blocks hit, um, and if the radius is still greater than the blocks hit, recursion. Go back, do the line trace again, maybe. But I wonder if a block will still block that. So let's just get our collision object type. So what was this? So they all say block. I don't like that because you should not be blocking world static. I mean, heck, let's ignore destructible. Let's see if that also. So it doesn't seem like this is actually affecting that, which I thought it would. Um, ig- um, wait. Aha, there. Okay. I've updated the destructible channel. This bomb seems to work. And if this. So now what I can do is. Blueprint. Get collision enum. Get collision enum Maybe check. Well, I hate this. This is terrible. Here we go, because I don't know the right way to do this, so I'll just do it the wrong way. Here we go. So that is equal to block branch. Break. I guess we can't break, but maybe we can break somehow. But for now, it looks like I can just use the false. Nope, I need to be able to break. So blueprints for each break. For each loop with break. True. Array. Loop body. True break. So now what's happening here is if I am blocking on the world static channel, Oop. And just move some stuff around here. There it is. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. I actually can learn, and now I can go to bed. Oh boy, that's working. Oh, look at how good that looks. Boom. That really explodes those blocks too. All right then. That was pretty productive. Got some stuff done. Feeling pretty good.